is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to MLB 17, the show here on the channel, as my cat crawls out from somewhere underneath my covers. Anyways, you see here, we're going to AA for right now, because right now we're one game up on Binghamton, and we are looking to try and potentially put it up 2-0. You see this game against Detroit, we ended up losing. Maybe I should recap where the Blue Jays are right now. We are 2 games back of the wild card race. We have some call-ups right now. You see Corey Swenson and a couple of guys. I mean, Juan Greatol, Ezekiel Carrera, Ryan Goins, all those guys are back, right? So that is where we sit with those. So we got to go down to AA and move through. We lose 7-0. Now this is the game I don't want to move through. This is a critical situation. We're up by 1. Bruce McGregor on the mound, 2 outs, simulate 10 of the game, and the Fisher Cats win it easily, so that's good. Now we have to go and look. We won 1-0 against Detroit, so that's good. As long as we keep winning against Detroit, we're going to be fine. We got one more game potentially here, and we win 9-5 to the Fisher Cats, so now that gives us 2 games in the MLB to figure out what's going on. We won 5-3 over top of Detroit. That should effectively put us 2 games back Baltimore, which it does. So this is a huge, huge, huge series against Baltimore. And you see we are 1 game back of the wild card race. So this is good news for us. We got to look at who our lineups are looking like. Devin Travis is hot, hot, hot. Troy Tulowitzki, Josh Donaldson. Kendrys Morales, hey, he's had 23 home runs. Can't blame him. Russell Martin doing not bad. Howie Kendrick doing not bad. And you got everyone else just kind of doing their own thing. I mean, Kevin Pillar ending up with 51 RBIs. 51 RBIs. I can't blame him this year. And let's see, Corey Swenson not yet to get in. Darwin Barney, he's had 5 home runs, 23 RBIs. Dalton Pompey, 6 home runs, 41 RBIs. So the kid's been good. And I mean, Ron Greatol and Ryan Goins just yet to get in. Ryan Goins still nagging a torn finger ligament. He's kind of had that all year, so he hasn't really played. And let's go day by day here. This will be a situation in the bottom half of the 9th inning. John Jay just got a triple, and guess who's up? Dalton Pompey, who's 1 for 3 with a double in the game. We got to go and get this done. This has got to be a big situation. This closes the gap to a 1-game division lead for the Baltimore Orioles. That would be so huge for us. And you see here our pitching is starting to get a little bit better. Not as bad as it was at the start of the year. We've given up pretty much the worst amount of home runs in the MLB, but our offense has bailed us out in that department. So it comes down to Zach Britton versus Dalton Pompey. And you know what? I don't think we bunt here. Oh, that one, I wanted that one too. Knew it was coming, and I was just that very much late on it, so that cost me a first pitch strike. Dalton Pompey, got to do something here. I think we end up bunting, see if we can do anything. And that will be a bunt to the plate, and that's a squeeze play that works. Dalton Pompey walks it off with an RBI single bunt, and the Blue Jays get within 1 game of the Baltimore Orioles. Kendrys Morales, how about a home run and 2 RBIs more to his total? What a play by Dalton Pompey to bunt it right up the first baseline, get the RBI, and get it done. Beautiful work by him. He doesn't get credit for the at-bat because the run scored before he was touching first base. It was a sacrifice, but it works nonetheless. Beautiful play by Dalton Pompey. And guys, that's why you have speed on the bases. If we didn't have Dalton Pompey on the bases, they wouldn't have even thought about going to first, which would have cost us our chance to win that game. So we are on a 3-game winning streak. Now we go to Baltimore again. Are we at home against Baltimore? Yes, we're at home against Baltimore. I should know that by looking at the stadium. But you guys know I'm a little bit rough around the edges sometimes when it comes to that stuff. So we've got 1 game to go, a 5-2 win, auto-utilize. We will place Ryan Goins on the bench, and so we are on a 4-game winning streak. Would you look at that? We are tied for the division lead. It's been a hard year in Toronto Blue Jays land, but the Baltimore Orioles, who have lost 6 straight, are absolutely suffering. We are in the 2nd wildcard spot by 1.5 games, so things getting tight down the road here, and we got to go... what is this, game 1? So let's go sim this game against Baltimore. 5-run game, 9-5 loss. That cost us, so let's go down to AAA or AA here, sim through the date. 2 losses there, second straight loss for the Blue Jays. And here is the situation here. You know what, Mike Balsinger on the mound, time to clamp it down, can win it with a walk-off. Blue Jays are going to win it 4-3, so we will take that 4-3 victory. JP Howell getting it done. And did we win in AA? No, of course we didn't play in AA, so let's go sim the last game. Brett Oberholzer on the mound, 0-0 game. Miguel Sano and the Twins have defeated the Blue Jays 1-0, and the Fisher Cats have been defeated. So that is a costly kind of end of the season. All of a sudden, we've lost 3 straight, and the Orioles have lost 1, and the Orioles have won 4 straight. That boots us out of the wild card spot. We got to go in and win these games from here on out. Now this is where we come in and call up a bunch of guys, because you see now Cesar Casilla also joins the team out of AA. So Cesar Casilla, who has 88 speed, he's going to be an absolute threat on the bases for us in this run we have going. Joe Biagini, Brett Oberholzer, Mike Balsinger, bunch of guys in here. Who do I want to get in? I think I want to get Brett Hickman in rather than Brett Oberholzer. Brett Hickman's just been that much better. And Paul Green in place of Bo Schultz. And that should get Mike Balsinger. Do we have anyone better than Balsinger? We have Dominic Leone. Don't really feel that confident in Dominic Leone either. So that is where we'll leave it. We'll leave Pablo Hernandez out of the stretch here because he's an A potential 57 overall. So we'll leave him B for now. And we're going to see if we can keep going 1 game at a time here. Got to win. That's a win. That gets us back within 2 games of the Baltimore Orioles. That's huge. Now a huge home series against Kansas City, 5-3 loss. Okay, go in and 2 straight losses to Kansas City. We only have 1 game in October. Got to get winning here. There's a 4-0 win against Kansas City. Where does that leave us? That leaves us 2.5 games back and tied for a wild card position. We are hanging by a thread here, guys. This is getting absolutely crazy for me. I can't believe how insane this run's getting. Russell Martin absolutely crushing it at 87 overall. Kendrys Morales 77 overall. And you see Howie Kendrick doing his thing. So Corey Swenson 3 at-bats, 0 for. Juan Greatall 3 at-bats, 0 for. Ryan Goins 6 at-bats, 0 for. Cesar Castillo no at-bats so far. So we've got a deep bench. We just need to keep winning here. There's a 4-1 win against the Yankees. 6-4 win, and we're on a 3-game winning streak, and that gets us within a half game back of the Baltimore Orioles. That gets us to a 3-game lead, a tiebreaker scenario with the Mariners. You see, we have more runs scored, but more runs against, and division, I think it comes down to head-to-head against the Mariners. I don't know what our record was like, but we are going to keep winning, and you know what? The Yankees can't hold us back. Here is a clutch situation. Roberto Osuna, we got to come in and shut it down. And the Blue Jays defeat the Yankees 2-1. See, there we go. That is huge. We've got 6 games left to save our series, and I think we've got it. We are in the division lead now. Guys, I don't know. Should I peace out at this point, or should I keep it going? We are in the division lead. The Mariners are back at 83 wins. We are at 84, so that's not exactly where I want to be, because 84-73 is the place to be, and we are hanging by a thread, a half game ahead of the Baltimore Orioles. So let's go sim this game. And this is a big clutch situation. Hector Rondon coming in, and we got to close down this game. We got to absolutely close down this game. Hector Rondon, who's given up a hit in a third of an inning pitched. Mitch Moreland's only had a hit and an RBI. We should be able to avoid him easily. This is going to be a scary situation here. The Boston Red Sox can walk this off with a double. Just got to do anything to keep them off base. This is a big-time clutch victory we need. This is on Hall of Fame pitching. This will be lifted. Oof, I thought it was done. I thought we were walked off right there. That's okay. Hector Rondon, that's first pitch strike. Let's go drop this. Oof, almost hits him. Almost hits him. That could have been dangerous. So pitching to the computer, it's just like RTTS. And there's a slider that he's way early on, so that's huge. Let's go outside with the 2-seamer. And he's going to foul it off again. So Mitch Moreland really fouling off pitches here. He's having a good at-bat. We're going to go slider down low. That'll be slider. Missed my location there. Mitch Moreland walks it off with a 3-run shot. I knew it was going to happen if I missed location, and sure enough, I did. Guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If not, leave a like, and I will catch you guys in the next one.